Hey there, folks. It's your host, Harley, with the Thoughtful Talk YouTube channel, where we break down the news so you can get the scoop without losing your cool. From the halls of Congress to your living room, where we tackle the stories that matter, especially the ones that have liberals scratching their heads, wondering what went wrong. Now, don't worry, we're not just here to poke fun. Well, maybe a little. We'll keep it lighthearted while we discuss the latest political antics and breaking news that makes you go, dare you just really say that? So if you love America and enjoy a laugh and want to see some liberal ideas put in their place, stick around. We promise to keep it funny, informative, and a little bit sassy. Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your host.
There is this wonderful word that has a great
Harley.
meaning, and it's called hypothesis.
With the Thoughtful Talk channel on YouTube. Hey, look, I just seen some stuff on X. I just wanted to jump on here and make a real quick video. This will be short, hopefully. Hopefully. I just seen some stuff. Now, if you're familiar with the ICE protests going on in Portland, there's been a lot of coverage on it. I'm not the only channel doing it. However, there's one Patriot that I know that has been doing a wonderful job sharing what's going on there. Aside from Tommy, his name's Nick Sortor, and he's been on Fox, doing interviews, that sort of stuff, so providing good coverage. And I think as we look at these protests and sort of his content that he's made in the past as it pertains to like these protests and the leftist belief system and the ideology behind ICE and sort of all those things, immigration, I should say. He does a wonderful job at covering this stuff. Let's go to the TV.
So it's not surprising. Yeah, I live in the United States of America. It's a beautiful country.
It is.
And I think that we should be able, anybody should be able to come out here on a sidewalk and speak to each other without violence. I mean, will you condemn that?
I'm just listening to you.
Oh, you're just listening. Okay. Just
I'm here.
listening. You can't condemn violence. Will you condemn the killing of the National Guard troops in Washington, D.C.?
I'm talking about the
No, I'm just asking. Will you condemn?
Of course, he won't give him a straight answer. Why would he give him a straight answer, right? He should. Anybody in their right mind would give a straight answer, right? It's either you do or you don't. And if you don't condemn it, then obviously you have major mental problems, dude.
Condemn that?
But I'm trying to.
Will you condemn the killing of the National Guard troops in Washington, D.C.?
This is a rally in New Orleans.
So you're
I
telling
don't know
me
what's
you will
wrong with
not
you young
condemn the killing, the assassination of a National Guard soldier, as well as the attempted assassination of another one in Washington, D.C.?
That's literally not what I said. I just said that.
Okay, well, I mean, that's a yes or no question. Do you condemn it?
We're in New Orleans.
Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally.
Oh, come on now. Like, and this is how they argue, right? They don't want to answer the questions. They just want to politic around the questions and dance around the answer without actually answering the question by providing an answer. They just want to answer by giving you a little, polisplaining, a little bit of, leftist jargon, some, push their ideology out on you. He's asking a very simple question. And that's why I like this guy's content. If you're not following this guy, man, go and hit him up on X. Hey, and if you're not following the Thoughtful Talk on X, head over there right now and follow the account. It would be greatly appreciated. Also, if you're tuning in, whether you've been around for a little bit, hitting the like on this video helps grow the channel. I don't know much about the algorithms, but If you haven't followed yet, or if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I suggest you do, because we got some good stuff coming in the near future. I promise. Let's get back to the TV.
Oh, okay, so you won't condemn it. So you're not going to condemn it. So you're not going to condemn the terrorist attack against... okay, I'm asking you. Yeah, we can talk about it. We're talking about it right now.
Oh.
All right, so let's be clear. All right, let's try one more time. I'll give you one try. One more try. One more try here. Will you condemn the terrorist attack against National Guard troops in Washington, D.C., yes or no?
So you've asked me that question a few times.
I have, and you have not told me, really, you haven't given me an answer.
Because you changed subjects. We were talking about something else.
It seems like a pretty easy condemnation, though.
It does.
We were talking about something
100%.
else, and then you decided to go, and now, like, you're just stuck on this one question. But, like, I'm not here talking to you because, like, I want to hang out with you on a Saturday.
I definitely don't want to hang out with you, too. I mean, you're...
How is anyone supposed to think you're actually asking questions right now when you don't actually...
How many times? Well, you said I asked a question 5 times, so I guess I'm asking questions.
Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally.
Come on now. Come on now. Cash is king, and it's either you're going to write a check and someone's going to be able to cash it to get what is king, or or you're just going to write checks you can't cash. And so far, what I've seen from Antifa and the far left is that they cannot write a check that is cashable. They just cannot. And that's just it. Okay? Now, the reason why I bring all this up, people like, if you've been watching the coverage on it, Tommy, he's a Patriot. He actually had been attacked by Antifa a few times, and he himself had given him a pow, in defending himself, and he's the only one that got arrested in those situations, as it pertains to him, and they made it so that he couldn't be within, I think, 200 feet of the ICE facility down there. So that's how Patriot Corner was actually created, and Nick Sortor, he's been down there, and he's done a lot and experienced some similar things. Now, there's breaking news right now within the last 6 hours, okay? Because on October 2nd, and I'm going to read this, on October 2nd, Portland officers arrested independent journalist Nick Sortor and 2 others for disorderly conduct amid clashes between anti-ICE protesters and counter-protesters. Now, counter-protesters, call them patriots. Call them what they are. Sortor claims he was assaulted first while covering the event. Like, they were attacking him, breaking his phones. Like, his phones were getting broken. Yet police ignored his attackers and charged him for defending himself. And that happened to Tommy, too. The district attorney later dropped charges after reviewing footage. Now, his legal team has notified the city of a $10 million federal civil rights suit alleging a pattern of targeting conservatives, with discovery expected to uncover police communications. The Trump administration's Justice Department launched an investigation into the arrests. Crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. I'm going to turn this down because there's video. Which one? All right, let's go to the TV.
Stop! Independent journalist Nick Sortor joins us now. Nick, it was good to see you at the Kennedy Center last night. You cleaned up pretty good, Nick, compared to what that looked like. Now, what was that thug who went after you trying to achieve? I couldn't really follow that. It looked like they're trying to knock your camera down. I mean, same old there.
Yeah, it's the same thing always, Laura, because, I mean, you go there and you ask them a simple question, and it's embarrassing for them because they can't answer it, right? So what they got to do next is try to, break the phone so that I can't access that footage anymore for these questions that I was just asking. You saw this reaction because, I went up to one of the organizers after she got this entire crowd to come out and say that the National Guard is racist. And she knows that she's doing this in front of volatile, potentially violent people. And we just saw what happened in Washington, D.C. And now she's going to come out here and say that they're racist. What do you expect is going to happen after that? You're going to see more of these attacks, which, in my opinion, Laura, is exactly what they want.
And Nick, I want to play what a New Orleans police officer said to you after this assault. Watch.
I don't want you here antagonizing them, creating a problem. I don't have a problem with you being here. There's no reason to even ask them questions. Let them just exercise their right. And if you want to film them, stand by your vehicle and film them because you got to say so. By you asking them questions and starting a dialogue with them, you're creating a problem with them. You see what I'm saying?
Nick, did that approach surprise you? I mean, you have that female police chief, right, New Orleans, who I didn't seem to think she was thrilled about, the push for ICE down in New Orleans at all. So this doesn't really surprise me.
Yeah, I mean, you're still hearing it to your face, right? Telling me that I'm creating the problem by having dialogue. That was literally the quote.
How dare you?
That actually happened in New Orleans.
I can hear that over and over again. I'm still going to be shocked
I forgot
by
about
it.
that.
But at the end of the day, Laura, I mean, look at what happened in Portland as well. Out there, when I was arrested, because I was a conservative, out there trying to cover the ICE riots that the legacy media didn't want to. I mean,
let me just say, I'll say this, because no matter where you go, no matter what you do, right, wherever Antifa is, it's not a protest like they want to put on the charade like it's some protest, right? During the daytime, right, you have sort of the Antifa hangarounds that do the things, but unfortunately, once it gets dark out, that changes very fast, and it's no longer peaceful. Rioting, the nines, right? Back to the TV.
These liberal, these big leftist police departments routinely side with the woke, radical, violent left. And, we were able to find out over this past week, since I was arrested in Portland, just today, actually, we served them with a $10 million federal civil rights lawsuit because this is a pattern and practice of these far left cities.
There is this wonderful word that has a great meaning, and it's called hypothesis.
Ordering their police department to go after people like me and in Portland's case, leave the leftist protesters alone. Give them more runway and latitude. There was literally, we found a case, Laura, where they decided that they weren't going to answer calls for help from these Trump supporters that were in downtown Portland. And that guy ended up being assassinated by an Antifa thug. All because the Portland police wouldn't respond to them.
Well, I think you're lucky. First of all, you're lucky you're not in Europe, because the EU would have you would have been in jail and never come out. As far as I can tell, we're going to get to that story tomorrow. But Nick, what I see here, when I see routinely, is that as we move toward the midterms, there's going to be an attempt to revise history. And this is going to be written off as, you guys are provoking them. It was just the Biden people that got this wrong. Now we need to move on to amnesty. That's what I laid out in the angle. I think you're beginning to see that with that New York Times piece over the weekend. It was Biden's team. They tried to tell him, but he wouldn't listen. And so now it's, then it's the journalist's fault. So this is the narrative they think is going to work. I don't think it's going to work.
No, the American people, they don't buy it. All they have to do is watch the video. I put the raw clips out there, right? And there is another video. You can see this mob that knew I had no backup. They still come in and they swarm me and they hit me in the face, right, to steal my phone and such. But they're trying to intimidate us to stay out and not show these sorts of things, right? But we're not going to do that. We cannot back down to this stuff. People ask, that you being there is going to piss these people off, so maybe you shouldn't go.
Well,
that's exactly what they want. We can't do that.
Yeah, Nick, you might need a little backup next time you go in that crowd. I mean, you're not exactly 6'5" there. No, you're not in special operations. But Nick, I'm glad you're out there. Thank you so much. It was great seeing you last night as well.
Yeah.
And coming up, the New York Times.
And that's what I'm saying. And I'll leave you with this, because this is really what I wanted to say. Okay? Because this day and age, with the way that politics is now in this country, and with the divide in every means possible, freedom is now work. Freedom is now work. So get to work and deal with it. Peace.